want to say that whoever did this, you done took away somebody's baby, somebody's sister. I don't know why you had to do this. Whatever you do, wherever you go, justice is going to be served in this life or the next. I don't care. They will hunt you until you die. I don't care. She did not deserve this. She did not deserve this. She was 15 years old. Doing what normal 15-year-olds do. And you took her from us. She hadn't even got to experience life. I don't care whatever IMPD has to do to bring you to justice. I swear to God, on my life, you are going to pay for what you did. May God have mercy on your soul. And I hope you have lost as much sleep as we have lost, because we have not rested and we will not rest. And I hope the same goes for you. That's all I have to say.
This is an eye-opener for everybody, all little kids out here, like, for real. Like, our sister is gone because of someone careless and recklessness. This recklessness you're doing on the internet, this recklessness you guys are putting out or whatever about my sister is all fake, it's false, it's not true. We just want justice for our sister. And not only just for our sister, but everybody else who's missing a daughter, who's missing a sister. Everybody else who's out there, we want justice. It's what we want. And like my sister said, we really hope that God just have mercy on your soul. And just let everyone know that this thing about this lighting and anything is not associated with our family at all. It's not associated with the Allen family at all. Whoever's talking about getting together for a lighting or anything else, we have nothing to do with it. Our sister has nothing to do with any ignorance that happened for this cause. Nothing. Nothing at all.
Do you know if she had any enemies, any reason for anyone to do anything to her?
No.
Not at all.
Do you know what she was doing her final evening?
Sitting outside. That's it.
Sitting outside.
Minding her own
business.
There was a party earlier in the night. Had she gone to a party that evening?
Nothing of that to our knowledge.
When was the last time you spoke with her?
Last time I talked to my baby was
Could you
Friday.
step on my porch here?
Tell us who you are, if you would.
My name is Louis Allen. I am Dominique Renee Allen father.
And when did you last see her?
Last time I saw my daughter was Friday, when she came home from school.
As her father, what thoughts do you have about bringing the person who did this to justice?
That's the law. I'm not a law officer,
So they're gonna pay.
but that's my baby, and I haven't slept. I just retired from my job to take care of my daughter. I just lost my wife. I don't have nothing else to say, but
We want justice. Is
That's
what
all
we
we
want.
want.
Do you all know anything about this house, this site?
No.
We don't know
I'm
nothing about it.
I'm not from this neighborhood. I
She-
grew up on 37 in Rough.
Do you think whoever may have snatched her, do you think she may have known them?
No.
Do you think this was totally random?
Yes.
What makes you say that? You seem very adamant.
Because Dominique is not the type of kid to get in a car with anybody. She's not the type to go with anybody. She never does anything out of character. No, we done taught her, you don't get in the car with people, you don't talk to strangers. This
is a careless, random act of somebody else. It has nothing to do with our sister at all. At all.
She didn't take her phone. That told you that something.
Yes.
Yes.
What would you all say to people who would say, well, she was maybe doing something wrong?
No, she wasn't. Not at all. My sister was fun and bubbly. She was fun and bubbly. She was a fun and bubbly person. She smiled. She was nice. She was sweet. She was not this what they're portraying of her to be. She wasn't. She was not. She was someone who actually had a heart, who cared. She was one of the little only 15-year-old girls that I even know that actually had plans for something to do and to go in her life.
What did she want to do? What were her hopes and dreams?
She wanted to be a model. She wanted to go to Spelman University. She wanted to move to Atlanta.
She was the type of kid that would take up for the other kids that were being bullied.
Murray, can you file the missing persons report? When did you know your sister was missing or something might have been wrong?
When I woke up and I didn't see her in my house.
What were your next steps after that?
After that, I thought maybe in my mind, I was really just was like, maybe she went to the store.
Can you tell us how many people are in the family? How many sisters are there?
It's 5 girls and 1 boy.
And they all live in Indianapolis?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And that's your father?
Yes.
Why did you all come here today? What do you want people to see and hear as a result of your being here today? What's the message?
We want them to know that we care.
We want them to know that everything that they see on TV on the internet and on Facebook is incorrect. We want them to know not only does this lie for just our sister, but this lies for every other little teenage girl who is out there. Just open your eyes and wake up. It's what we want. This nonsense and everything else that's happening in this world today, especially in the state of Indiana, we want this shit. We want it to stop.
Parents should really know, keep an eye on your kids. It can happen in the blink of an eye. Keep an eye on them. When they walk out the door for school in the morning, give them a kiss. Tell them you love them. Some of those kids, they have long walks to the bus stop. I drive for IPS. They have long walks to the bus stop. Tell them you love them. Walk them there. Make sure they're okay. If it can happen to our sister, it can happen to anybody.
Thank you. Thank you. What's your father's name?
Louis Allen.
Louis, L-E-W-I-S?
L-O-U-I-S.
Guys, we're going to shift gears a little bit and do an update from
Sorry for you guys.
Tech.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah,
The family
yeah,
just
I can do anything. It's called, I live right up the street.
Louis.
I didn't know her, young lady. My kids have been gone for many years, but she's not a pretty young lady. It's tragic. You did very well, spoke well. Anything we can do.
All these people
Just
Whatever
call.
you guys get.
Well, they're gonna push. They working on it hard, but they're up the street. Really sorry. That's why I came out. This is my neighborhood, not just the city. You said well about the kids.
Thank you.
You did very well. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Found the purse and the shoes this morning. What can you tell us about that? What does that tell you about the case?
Well, it kind of tells us where it happened, first off. The family identified the sandals and the victim's purse. They were outside an abandoned house on West 10th Street. So that kind of narrows it down. And we'll go through the house with a fine-tooth comb, getting any kind of evidence at all.
Do you believe her final hours were in that house?
Yes, we do. Autopsy showed there was no soot in the lungs, so she was not alive when she was set on fire, which is some comfort to the family.
What makes you so sure that was where she was before she was murdered?
Well, we're not 100% sure right now. Again, we'll go through the house looking for any type of evidence. But she was definitely not killed at this location. We do know that.
What's the address for that home where you believe she was killed?
1923 West 10th.
That's where she lived?
No, that's the abandoned house.
Detective Kennedy, do you believe that she may have been sexually assaulted?
That is going to be examined later on by the crime lab specialists. It's certainly a possibility, but we're not sure.
And she was staying with a sister who lived nearby?
Sister lives about 6 blocks west of here. We don't have any indication that she was planning on going anywhere, expecting anybody. Basically, she was just sitting there on a concrete ledge.
Any persons of interest?
Not at this time.
Detective Kennedy, do you believe this was random? The family said very clearly they believe this was random, that she was not targeted.
At this time, we do believe it is random.
And no indication why she was brought here?
No indication at all.
So you said you do believe it is random?
We believe it is random, yes.
When did the family last hear from her? We thought that there was a missing persons report filed shortly after her body was found.
The last she was seen was about 4:30 in the morning, Sunday morning, outside the home. Not only by one of her friends that was there at the house, but also one of the neighbors saw her sitting there.
Have you spoken to the friend or family? Did they say why she leave the home? Did she say where she was going at all? Or?
No, she was just sitting outside the house.
Okay.
What more do you all do now? What are you doing now?
We've got quite a few people, friends of hers. We're going to interview those. And again, we're asking for any help from the public that might have seen this young girl wearing those clothes, somebody with her. We're just looking for anything.
Do you think that there may be other people that may have been snatched up by whoever may have done this? Do you believe there are other victims?
Well, we're looking into that, most certainly. We're looking into the sex registry, any runaway reports, missing persons reports. That's part of our investigation.
Are you looking for one suspect, multiple suspects? And if you could paint a picture of the final hours of her life.
Well, this is all assumptions, of course. But we know that she was sitting outside of her sister's house about 4:30. Whatever happened there, we believe it's a vehicle involved to get her down here and naturally to bring her back up here the street to set her on fire.
One person, 2 people, how many people?
We just don't know at this point.
Setting someone on fire, that's a rage-filled thing, is it not? That's somebody who means business.
It's done to get rid of evidence. Usually.
When somebody hears this, I mean, they're going to feel like this is random. I mean, should my kids be scared if they're outside just innocently sitting on a bench? I mean, what do you say to parents, kids? I mean, you've got somebody that did this.
Well, like the family members are saying, watch your kids. Whether they are 5 years old or 15. This is a different world we live in, and you just have to be careful.
The fact that she was set on fire, would that not imply that perhaps she knew something about someone? And as you just said, they were trying to get rid of evidence? No,
I don't take it that she knew someone. I take it as they were trying to get rid of evidence.
Last question.
Ken Kennedy, right?
It's horrible. I mean, like I said, I have kids. Most of you all have kids or relatives. It could be us standing on the other side of the mic. but it's just a horrible act, and she definitely did not deserve to be killed in the manner she was killed.
Okay, guys, thank you.
Kennedy.
Ken Kennedy.
Thank you.
So she was in the 1923, not the 1919.
Right.
So 1923 is where you believe the crime occurred.
Right.